Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today with a makeup favorites. Makeup and skincare. I have quite a bit of skincare today and some really good makeup. And I'm just going to jump right into this. And as usual, I'm going to start with my fails. And I'm going to start with this cleanser by Desert Essence. It's a creamy oil cleanser. I did not care for this. This is like between a soap and a cleansing oil. I was trying to get a cleansing oil. This kind of stung my eyes. I had to work a little bit harder, well, quite a bit harder than a cleansing oil, and I just did not enjoy that. Then I picked up the Mercier Secret Blurring Powder by Laura Mercier. I did not care for this. Feels a very packed in there, almost like I might have gotten a bad one. That's it, and I think it's supposed to go under my eyes, and I just did not find it really that blurring or really to do much of anything. So I did not enjoy setting my under eyes with that at all. And then my last fail is a concealer, and that is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear. I have been testing this out for months because I just feel like I ought to love it, and then I just don't. I love the way this goes on. It has the most beautiful application and a nice big doe foot, and it's beautiful for a couple of hours, and then it's just kind of a mess. It just kind of wears away. So I feel like this ought to be great, and then I just cannot get this to work. It makes lines stand out under my eyes, wears off very quickly through the day, and I just don't care for this, and I know I'm in the minority on that, but I just do not really care for the L'Oreal Full Wear. And that's all of my fails. And I'm going to move on to my favorites. And I'm going to start with some eyeshadow palettes. I picked up the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette. This is so nice and pigmented. They go on great. They blend out great. I really like this palette a lot. I love this color. It's kind of a cooler brown. And then down here, I can go warm. I love that. It's like a one-stop shop for cools and warms. I think that one's cool. It looks cool. And then this black. I use this quite a bit just right over here in the corner. And then the shimmers are great. I do sometimes like a little shimmer, just a little pop. I used to not, but I'm liking that now. So there's the shimmer, just a really good palette. I think this goes on great. Okay, then after I bought that, I really wanted the nude palette, y'all. But after I bought this one for $65, I really, in 1 month, did not want to put down another $65. But I wanted it. And then I was watching, I think it was Trish Oliver, was talking about the Daydream palette. So I picked this up for maybe $16. I love this palette. It goes on great. Now, I don't have the original or I don't have the Huda to compare it to, but these shadows go on great. Hold on, I'll just put a little on my fingers for you, barely touching. The pigment is great. They're not patchy. That is a beautiful transition color. And this looks really mauvey, but I can go kind of warm with this. This is what I have on today. And this color right over here saves it from going too pink on me. That one adds a little bit of warmth to it. Or this one down here has a little warmth to it. And then it's got this concealer, little kind of creamy color over here that I will never use. I just don't like the idea of that being open all the time, so I won't ever use that. But they do have this cream down here. All the shimmers are pretty chunky, and I will never use those, but I wouldn't have in the nude palette either. And this was $16, so if I just use the mattes, I'm still getting my money out of it. So anyway, I really love the Daydream palette. Okay, next I picked up several foundations, and the one I have on today is the Dior Forever Skin Glow. I have always used the matte one and liked it really well, but then I picked up this Skin Glow, and I love the radiant finish of this. This goes on so pretty, and it's radiant but not too shiny. Doesn't make me look oily. It's a good medium cover that builds to a good full cover. This covers plenty for me. Every time I use it, I get a really pretty look with it that just lasts all day. Then I picked up the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Cover foundation, and I love this. Now, I will say about this, I'm going to start with a negative on it, though. The negative on this is, at the end of the day, it does get cakey on my nose. Doesn't really make pores stand out on me, but it gets cakey. I noticed that last night, but I love this on the rest of my face. It is a nice full cover, a little bit thick. It does not take much of this to do my whole face. Like that much does my whole face. And it just spreads really nice. It feels good going on. Very full cover, but doesn't feel heavy. I really love this. And I love this mixed with other things. My Maybelline Fit Me's, the Dewy and Smooth, or the Matte and Poreless. Anything that's a little bit more of a medium cover, and I want to amp it up a little bit, I love this. And it's just a good skin finish. It's not really matte. It's not really radiant. A good full cover that lasts all day. The only hole in that foundation for me is that it gets cakey on my nose. Okay, and then the last foundation that I picked up to try this month was the Clinique Even Better. Saw this at TJ Maxx, I think for $10. So you might check your TJ Maxx. I have this in WN01 Flax. It's just a good skin finish, medium cover. This is one of the ones I love to mix with the Smashbox because this doesn't cover everything, and I like to cover everything. So this is a good medium cover, and then if I want more, I add Smashbox or something else, fuller cover to it, but pretty on its own. Then I'll go on with something else I found at TJ Maxx, and that is this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector liquid. And I love my Becca primers so much. I know this can be used as a primer, and I do that sometimes, and I love it that way, but also as a highlighter. So pretty. So I thought we would do a little bit of that. I'll put a little bit of that on as a highlighter. So we'll put a little bit on the tops of my cheeks so you can see it. It's subtle, but so pretty. Very smooth. Doesn't make my pores stand out. It's a very nice. And again, I got this for $9 at TJ Maxx as well, and I love it. So you might check your TJ Maxx. They had some good stuff. Okay, next, I picked up a Milani blush, one of these little flower blushes in TeaRose. It's what I have on today. I will tell you, it's a very subtle. And if I just used this, I would use this up in no time. But it's beautiful. If you want a real good, subtle, natural color, this TeaRose is beautiful. How I like to wear it and how I have it on today is over the Flower Beauty Bubbly. I put this on and then I put this on over it. So I love this over a liquid blush. But if you are looking for something real subtle and just rosy, just to give a real natural flash, this is really beautiful. Okay, next, I picked up the Hourglass Ethereal Light. I think it's Mandy Davis MUA that loves this, and I love this with her. It is beautiful. As you can see in the palette, it is very light, and I'm very pale. So you probably have to be pretty pale to wear this or use it as a, just a spotlight, kind of a light highlighter. I love this all through the center of my face, and I find it very blurring with a very light radiance. Very blurring. I thought we put a little of this on. It's so pretty. Very blurring. This may rival my It Bye Bye Pores for blurring. Yeah, that's it. It is a beautiful, really nice blurring powder. Okay, next, I got a couple of Rimmel lip liners that I really am enjoying. And the first one is Tiramisu, and I'm sure I've had this in the past. And that's it. It's just a really good peachy nude. It would go with anything peachy nude. And then this one, I don't think I've ever had before, and it's Rose Quartz. And I really love this one. If you've been with me, you know I am crazy about the Rimmel liners. They're just such a good pencil, kind of like a MAC. They're just, really good. I just love picking these up. Then I picked up another lip product, and that is the Natasha Nonna I Need a Nude in Beatrice. This is a beigey nude, I think with a rose undertone. I'm trying to dupe my Natasha Nonna Smoky Rose. It's a pinky nude, with a lavender undertone. This ended up being much peachier than that, but it's got a rosy tone. I have it on today, but then I put my lavender Cosmo on over it. So yeah, it's just a beigey, pinky, rosy color, and it's really pretty, but I think it has some peach under it. Okay, and then I tried an e.l.f. makeup mist and set, and I really liked this. Now, I use this sprayed on a beauty blender to set my foundation down. I don't ever usually just spray it on my face, but I did test it out like that, and I liked it. It took the powder look down, didn't irritate my eyes. I really liked it. I don't know if it makes my makeup last any longer, but it might replace my Fix Plus. One of you girls might have told me about this. If you did, put that down below. I loved it. Next, I have a fragrance, and it's the Burberry Her. It's kind of sweet and floral with a little bit of a spice underneath it. Hold on, I'm going to read you the notes. It's so pretty. The top notes are mandarin and pink peppercorn. The pink peppercorn is probably that spice I'm smelling. The middle notes are plum blossom and peony, and the base is musk and sandalwood. The musk and sandalwood, it's got some good warmth in it, but some good sweetness too. So I'm really enjoying this. My daughter gave it to me. And this is the Burberry Her Blossom. Okay, next, a big favorite for the last couple of months, and that is bakuchiol products. And I have two of them to show you. A couple of months ago, I had to get off tretinoin, and I just got off all vitamin A products because of my dry eyes. So I just threw all of my vitamin A products out and started researching things that I could do instead of that. And the first bakuchiol product that I picked up is Ole Henrikson Glow Cycle Retinol Power Serum. I've already been through one of these. This is my second one, and I love it. I will tell you, this has a little bit of a fragrance. It's soft, and I find it pleasant, but this does have it in it. This has bakuchiol and AHAs, and this gives my skin a nice glow. What it's doing long term, I don't know, but the research on it is good, and I'll get to that in a second. But I love this. I use this every morning. Oh, and I also got a cream. Hang on. Yeah, I liked that serum so much, I got the cream. And this also has bakuchiol and AHAs in it. It's called Goodnight Glow. I will tell y'all, the serum goes fast. If I use it every day, it lasts maybe a month and a half, so it's kind of a price commitment. So this is so gentle. I decided I wanted to use it twice a day. Well, I really don't want to spend that much on one product. That would last like probably 3 weeks. So I picked up this Inkey List bakuchiol. I'll show you the difference in them. This one just looks like a light cream, and this one has kind of a green smell, like a green vegetable. If you've ever snapped green beans or peas, that's what that smells like to me. Oh, I rubbed it in before I showed it to you. Hang on. This one's not going to last long either, but it was maybe a little over $10. That's what it looks like. And it's nice and thin, and it feels very good going on. And I find the green smell very pleasant, like being on a farm. And then the Ole Henrikson one, I find just as nice, but very different. It's purple. It immediately makes your skin look beautiful because of that purple cast. It is lovely to use, and I know it's doing good things for myself because I researched it, and the research on it is excellent. The most exciting thing that I read was that while retinol and bakuchiol do not have close structural similarities, they exhibit similar gene expression profile. Your skin reacts the same to both of them. The bakuchiol reduces fine lines, wrinkles, and acne, and is considered a functional analog of retinol with no irritation. I really love these. I'm so glad to have them in my skincare arsenal. Okay, then I'm also loving this Clarista Retexturizing Gel. Penn Smith Skincare sent this to me a long time ago, and I am loving this. The beads on it they feel smooth and round. So I can really scrub pretty good and not feel like I'm being too hard on my skin. Yeah, it feels very gentle but active. It's very nice. I love to do this and then do either my Drunk Elephant Sakari Baby Facial or my ordinary lactic acid 10%. Do this and then do one of those acids, and in the morning my skin is baby smooth. It feels so good. Okay, and that is all of my makeup and skincare favorites for the month of November. Y'all let me know down below some things that y'all are loving right now so we can all pick those up and love them with you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, leave comments and questions down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.